Hey everyone, I'm doing two really cute St. Patrick's Day projects with glass and resin art. With this mold here, they turn out so cute. I guarantee you've never seen anything like them before. Keep
So for
watching.
these next two projects that I'm going to be doing in this video, I'm using this shamrock mold. It's actually approximately 4 inches by 4.5 inches, and I mix up my resin and I pour a very thin layer in the bottom of the mold, and I let this set up overnight. Then the next day, I have a rhinestone chain. It's a 3-layer rhinestone chain that I cut to fit. I'm going to put it across. And then I take UV resin, Let's Resin, UV resin, and put a line across where I want the chain to go. And remember, this is already a layer of resin underneath this UV resin. And then I just set it right on top of the UV resin. And I have this new light from Let's Resin. It's actually a wireless light. It's rechargeable and can run up to 4 hours. And it has different minute settings. It goes up to 5 minutes. And it's very adjustable and it will not fall over. The bottom part is very heavy, so you can actually put it really low and adjust the height. And you can see I also put the UV light on the bottom. It should be available soon, and I have a discount code under the description. So after I had cured that in place, I had 2 little cups of epoxy resin. Project, I'm using the Let's Resin epoxy resin, 1-to-1 ratio. And in one, I mixed Dr. Martin's Bombay Indian ink and some green glitter from Michael's. And in the other little cup of resin, I put some gold foil and mixed it in and broke the pieces of foil up. And then I poured that on one side, and I poured the green Bombay Indian ink with the glitter on the other side, and I let this cure overnight. And then the next day, I took it out of the mold. Isn't that pretty? I think it turned out so cute. Normally when I prepare a frame for resin, I take the glass out of it, but I was kind of in a hurry. I did take the glass out and clean it, but I usually put glue around the perimeter. But this time I just replaced the glass after I cleaned it and put painter's tape around it real securely in hopes of preventing a resin leak. And then I took my shamrock and put it on top. Well, actually I poured the resin on top first. It's easiest if you are able to pour resin first without anything on it and then place the object on top, and you can also pour resin over it after. And this was a real simple project, and used the kitchen torch to get rid of the bubbles and then just put it on top. Really important that you have it on a flat level surface or you will see it sliding to one side, and that's happened to me many times. For this next project, I took ASHLAND decorative filler, the silver reflective that they have up at Michael's all the time, and I mixed Bombay India ink, Dr. Martin's, in with it. I dumped it out onto parchment paper and let it dry for about an hour. It dries fairly quickly as long as you spread it out. Now this is not like alcohol ink. It does not fade and it does not run. Then I mixed it in the cup with resin real good, and I didn't overdo the resin. I didn't want it drizzling out along the sides. I wanted it just to stay in the glass. And this part of the video is condensed down to like 27 seconds, and it really took me 7 minutes. I really worked and pushed the glass up around the edges because I wanted it hollow in the middle. I wanted a hollow shamrock. And then I just let it dry overnight. The next morning I took it out of the mold, and I used a little, I don't know what kind of a tool you would call it, and kind of pulled away pieces of glass that were in the center that I didn't want. But didn't that turn out cute? I usually prepare all my frames the same. I remove the glass, I take Elmer's glue and put it around the perimeter of the back of the frame where the glass would sit. Then I replace the glass and I take Elmer's glue one more time and put it around the perimeter of the back of the frame. This serves two purposes. It helps to hold the glass in place and it helps to prevent resin leaks. When you do put resin on the other side, that is what will permanently adhere the glass to the frame. This glue needs to dry overnight and sometimes up to 24 hours. After the glue's dry, I usually put painter's tape around the back of the perimeter as an extra precaution against resin leaks. The next day on my Cricut machine, I printed out just a wee bit Irish, and I put that on the glass on the project. And if you do not have a Cricut, you can print this up on Microsoft Word in any font you want, any way you want. Tape it behind the glass and use an oil-based marker to trace it onto the front, and it looks just as nice. And then I mixed up my resin and I went ahead and poured the resin on top of the glass before I put the shamrock on it. It's easy if you don't have to have the glass on there first. It's easiest to spread everything out before you have glass on it, of course. Use my stir stick to push it up into the corners. They say it's self-leveling, but you really do kind of have to give it a push. You can use your hands if you want. You can use a spoon. You can use your stir stick, whatever you might need to push it around. And then I went ahead and put my glass on it. It's important that it's on a flat, level surface so that your glass doesn't shift. When I'm done with a project, I always come back every 15 minutes to check for glass placement, to retorch if need be for bubbles. I try to get down eye level and look at it and use a toothpick to get any sediment out. So the next morning when it was done, I noticed that I hadn't gotten it up into that one corner. I don't know, the painter's tape was up there and I guess it kind of masked it. So leave it to me. And so there's two ways you can get rid of that. You can either put something over it, re-resin the whole thing, or like I did here, I put UV resin up in the corner. And honestly, it kind of hid it a little bit, but not totally. At this point, I really didn't feel like re-resining the whole thing, but I might revisit that at another time. So the other thing is you should always read the directions for the resin that you are using, because all resins are different. And it's in your best interest to cover your project with a dust cover.
Hey everyone, so this is actually the first time I've ever done a St. Patrick's Day project. I just never thought about it, I guess. And I'm actually 17% Irish, according to Ancestry.com. But anyway, that's why I made this one, just a wee bit Irish. And I can't believe I screwed this one up. So, you know, you put the tape around the back, and I'm always telling you guys, push it up around the edges and in the corners. And of course I didn't. And so I covered it with UV resin, but I didn't really cover it very well. You can see it. When you do resin and you put it on a project and you have something like that, you have to re-resin the whole project because you can see where resin starts and stops. The only alternative to it would be if you had like a little, like I could have put glass up in all the corners to cover it. And tried to just keep the resin on top of the glass. But if any resin dripped off onto the resin, you would see it. So anyway, I think that's cute. And this was different because somebody else was asking, have you seen any molds that have a hole in the middle? Because they liked the heart molds that I had made that were hollow in the inside. So I thought that was kind of a cute alternative to do it with glass. And this mold here, I got on Temu. I've seen it on Amazon, but it takes like 2 weeks to get it. So it's kind of a pain, and that's about how long Temu takes too. So maybe you want to get one and save it for next year. The problem with this is it's a matte mold. So so on this one here, I used the shiny side. So the top side will always be shiny, but the back side won't. But if you're putting it on a resin glass art like that and you wanted to use the other side, you could, you know, you pour resin on this, set it down, then just dump resin over it that way. But this I didn't need to, but I thought that was really pretty like that too. What do you guys think? So anyway, all in all, they were fairly easy projects. This one I had to work on a little to push that glass up along the edges. And then you saw I used a little tool to take it out from the middle wherever I didn't want the glass. But I think they both turned out cute. I hope you guys enjoyed the projects. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps the channel. If you enjoyed the channel, go ahead and subscribe. That really helps the channel. Hit the bell. You'll be notified every time I put out a new video. I have the Facebook page going, an amazing group of people over there displaying beautiful artwork. Come join us over there. And I hope you all have a great day. Thanks for watching.